like to start off by saying, Kal halayam la Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai b'Hashem Ruach Kodash. Gotta recognize the teachers and the elders of Israel, the apostles of GMS, because they're the ones that got the truth. And there's a lot of clowns out there, a lot of clowns, a lot of damn clowns out there. It's kind of sad, really. I mean, it's funny. Because when there's, and this isn't even a thing, man, because it's not a trend. After some people fall out, you know, others be like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to come out to the street and preach. Or you might even be thinking in your head, tired, hungry. Well, who feeds you? Who gives you rest? All right, this is the first weekend of 2019, and there's a lot of things going on in the world, in the oinkomeni. That's what I'm gonna start doing, y'all. That's the proper term, any damn ways. In reference to the whole world and the inhabitants of the world, I'm gonna say oinkomeni. And when we're talking about Israel, I'm gonna say cosmos. And when we're talking about a period in time, I'm gonna say aeon. No, I'm just having fun. It really should. That's correct. Okay, so let's talk about this thing called the RFID microchip. Now it's really important that we discuss this. Man, I wish that, because there's a church going on right now, man. And I'm just praying that they come out and fucking ask them. Because this isn't for everybody. This is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. This is for Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But also you could be a different shade of brown or a different shade of any color and have originated from this line right here. Alright, this is Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Can anybody tell me what the beast is? How about in that church over there? Maybe later? You can find out right now. Man. That'll be fucking funny if they all come out here. I want to know what the beast is. But they don't. Because that's the house of mirth. And you'll hear my voice raise and drop. Because nobody's around right here, so it's loud enough to be picked up by the camera. But when I read a scripture in a loud voice, there's people around, so they gotta hear it. Hey man, but nobody wants to ask a question. If Esau was out here, he'd be asking. He's the only one that does ask a question. What the hell are you doing out here, boy? Scaring folks. He'd be up here, and he has been up here. So there's 2 things we have to talk about: the 7 heads and the 10 horns. Let's get that right. 7 head and 10 horns. Upon his horns, 10 crowns. Okay. So let's talk about the easy part first. The horns. The horns that we're given crowns represents people that we're given authority or power. Now it doesn't necessarily have to be 10 specific people. There's more than 10. There's a whole bunch. Like you think Alexander the Greek was all alone in his shit? Nah, we got his generals. And damn, his generals were fighting with each other. And then we have Rome, different Caesars. So it's not a specific 10 horns, you know. There's not a specific 10 fucking people. The hard part, this is the hard part, is the beast. Oh, the beast. It ain't no fucking animal. Like John Wayne said, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. But I'm fucking around. But I can have fun if I want to. It's my show. Well, it's his, how Bashimi, how Shai show. I'm just being me. Man, that's fucking funny though. John Wayne. Happy Thanksgiving, you filthy pilgrim. I don't even know if he said that shit. He might not have said it. But alright. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave his power and his seat and great authority. So it's not really a beast. It's not really a beast. So let's see, the 7 heads, I don't think I can remember them all. Oh, but I'm gonna give it a try. I know it's the Franks, which is France, Germania Minor, Germania Major, East or West, Spain, England, I don't know. She had something to do with it. I don't even know all the names, but that's something I could work on, and that's something that I will improve on. And it's not something that I'll forget either. So the beast is a government, 7 governments that helped Esau come into power, into formidable power. Because each one of those beasts, like let's take Greece for Let's take Greece for example. Philip the Macedonian was the father of Alexander the Great, right? So Philip the Macedonian had already had a land that he conquered, and he already had a name. You see, but that goes with Greece, Philip the Macedonian, because he's the father of Greece. He's the father of Alexander the Greek. He's the father of Indo-Europe, right? So this guy had rulership over a large area of land. That's why he had to build garrisons. That's why they say the Indo-European language, because it was influeed by Alexander the Greek, bringing all those cultures together and developing a language that he used. Man, just pull over and stop by, man, ask me questions. You might be an Israelite. I might make your day. I know for sure if you're a Jesus lover, I will burst your bubble. I love bursting motherfuckers' bubbles, man, because you know what? Let's do that. Let's burst the bubble right now. Because there was this fucking excuse my French. There was this dude, I forgot his name, but he was a freaking what's it called? A pastor for the Jehovah's Wickedness. And this mother scooter, this mother lover, which one did you use? I think he used 13. Yeah. So I'm going to read what he used, and then I'm going to tell you what happened. Well, let me start by telling you what happened first. So this guy come up to my house, knock on the door. My woman's like, yeah, you better go get that. I went to go get it, and I was having kind of a bad time, a bad day, you know. Those demons were all in my head, man. You going out and teaching again? Ain't nobody going. Whatever they said, they were bringing me down, man. It was working. But then how about Shai send me an angel? He sent me that clown, and I had an epiphany. I am a man of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I was having fun with his mother loving ass. I want to stop cursing, saying bad words. No, I just said cursing because these fucking queers out here. I just want to bait them, you know. Oh, you shouldn't be cursing, but they're not. Oh, don't you know they say you curse? It's rude speech, but it never happens. But anyways, man, I love preaching. Like fucking what's his name? The fuck's his goddamn name? Sammy Davis Jr. Sang a song. I think it was Sammy Davis Jr. Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong. It's called I Gotta Be Me. I Gotta Be Me. So this clown hit me with James 1 and 15. Then we, was it 15? No, it wasn't 15. It was 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh, for Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. That was funny and amazing. How the hell are you gonna quote James, man? He was definitely mistaken. Because I hit him with Isaiah 45 and 7. And then we had a little, he was getting pissed too. We were having a little conversation. He was getting upset. And as he was getting upset, I was getting happy. I was getting a big old smile on my face. Oh, I really cut this devil right good. And I did cut this devil damn good too, man. He was bleeding all over my freaking front door step. And that's when I realized if I do anything on earth until Yahushua comes back, it's gonna be prophesy the truth, man. And you guys got to be careful what you say, man, because even what I say gets given back to me. Because I said I'm going to do it for the rest of my life until he comes back. He's going to be like, yeah, we're going to see. But he can do that. He's a sensei. He's a master. He's a grandmaster. He's a supreme grandmaster. You can make up any fucking thing, any title you want. He tops that. Sorry about spitting, man. We're in cowboy land out here. So then I was like, man, so who did he come for? He kept calling him Jehovah, and I was like, man, the letter J. Hit him with the letter J sauce. He wasn't dipping his pizza. He wasn't loving it. Because it was contrary to what he was taught. Man. Woo. All right, let's go. So then I told him, who did he come for? And that's when he turned around and said, well, you believe what you want to believe. Call me by my slave name. You believe what you want to believe. Have a good day. He took off, and I said, you're wicked. Boom. She is. He is. And then I told him, well, you're not supposed to be coming up to people's door and preaching the word. And he said, Jesus did that. And I said he only did that to his family members, and that's when I hit him with, who did he come for? Who did he come for? So this is James 1 and 1. James, the servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahushai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. See, we could have gotten into that whole chapter. we could have got into the whole chart. It's gonna be good. Well, I hope it gets good. It is good. What am I saying? See? None of these Christians are gonna come up here. But let's see. So, in verse 2, James goes on to say, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations." See, that was a special gift from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to me. He's like, man, there's plenty of work to do. Now, it's not about cutting anybody with the scriptures or even embarrassing people. That man was embarrassed. He was embarrassed because he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Alright, so I'm going to read this loudly because there's a bunch of Christians over yonder. This is Revelation 13:1. "And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, upon his heads the name of blasphemy." I don't give a shit. No one gives a shit. Maybe you do at home watching this. But the vibration gotta go out. Because it's like a ripple effect. And the ripple always comes back. And it's a circle and it always comes back. So this is the Revelation 13:2. "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority." So is it an animal? I don't think it's an animal. Why would you think it's an animal? Because you take things too literally. I'm not talking about an animal. It says beast. And I suppose because it says the whole world in John 3:16, it means the whole world. It does not mean the whole world. It means a group of harmonious government. Order. So now we're talking about the beast, right? It's giving us a clue. This is why it's hard. But we can do this. We can do this together. So the first beast was unto a leopard. And we were just talking about what's his name? Alexander the Greek. And the feet of a bear, because they, you know, he has a fucking statuary. He has I don't know what it's called, but a fucking the head of a cheetah and shit, like, or a leopard. And I'm not sure about the bear paws. I could, like I said, I could always do more studying. I could always do more studying, and I can always get more understanding. So I know for a fact that the dragon is Esau. So the beast must be his family members, his descendants. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his head and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So, you know, that deadly wound is the collapse of the Roman economy, brought by the Roman roads. So they couldn't do trade, they couldn't make money, they couldn't sustain their government. And the way it's still surviving is through this Catholic Church, man, because they're the ones behind every fucking thing. What I mean is, when you have like a holiday, and then the motherfuckers go. It's hard. These motherfuckers go to their church, and they have it in the Catholic Church, because those Catholic churches represent Rome. Not only that, represents the beast too, and the beast is represented in all these nations that submit to that way. And I'm looking at the Civic Center. I'm right in the middle of town, of this town, and there's Roman columns in the doorway. There is a Mason's building 2 blocks south of Harris, and then you make a west turn on 8th until you get to Dowdy, and you see that fucking Mason's building. Alright. So that's how it got healed. Because if a government, let's say the collapse of 1929 was, what did it put 1929? I'm not sure, I shouldn't say that. Salaki. Let's go talk about something I do. That I am, and when I say no, I mean I grasp it. I can fucking turn it inside out. 2008 was a sort of depression. Economic collapse happened in the housing market, and it's going to happen again. People lost their jobs, lost this, that, and the other. It was hard. It was hard for me. But through the grace and blessings of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, He kept me alive until I came across the truth, which was 2008. 6 or 7 years later. And then I started studying and watching TV, and then a few years later, I was like, man, it's now or never. I gotta get out there and teach. So that's the deadly wound that is healed. The Roman Empire is back again, and it's I need to do a video on that. And spiritual leaders are the Catholic Church, because that's where Catholic Romans, man, come on. Because if you know anything about history, you can only lie about history if you know about history. Now you can say something stupid, and then everybody will know you don't know shit. But if you're really listening to some people, let's say that when they talk about fucking Aztecs and their accomplishments with the Ricky thing, how we built a city on top of a lake. See how I say we? Because I'm an Issacharite. That was my people doing it. But these motherfuckers say we, and I'm like, what the fuck you mean we, bitch? What the fuck you mean we? Talking some nonsense. How'd your white ass build that shit when it fucking came in the 1500s? It was already built. Because these motherfuckers are liars. Verse 4, and they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? So now we can clarify a couple of things. It's not talking about Leviathan. It's talking about an organized military group, which could be NATO, right? NATO and the EU, along with the United States, right? Makes sense? Does it make sense, man? Right? Should make sense. who is like unto the beast. So when they say who is like unto the beast, I mean it resembles something. Like when I was in martial arts, we used to train the Korean way. Man, that fucking shit was hard as fuck. God damn it, I hated it. The training was painful. The exercises were painful. The only thing I enjoyed was sparring, and that was an ass whooping, but that was not as painful. See, so you can understand. So who can fight?
You filming?
Yeah, I'm filming. You can ask questions if you want.
No, what is that for?
Well, this is out of the Bible. You know who the 144,000 are?
Yeah.
Basically, this is what our biblical names are, and this is what our common names are.
Right.
Because if you take a look throughout history, oh, and I'm reading. I don't know if you like the Bible. Can I read this to you?
Sure.
It's explaining
Yeah, that's
something.
the 12 sons of Israel.
Yeah. So this is Revelation 13:4, and they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him.
Mm-hmm.
See, so all these people got conquered by the beast, and we can give him a name. We can point to him out here in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
It's the white man, right?
Wow.
Well, it's good to be dubious. It's good to be dubious. It's healthy.
I don't know, man. That's not,
Well, we can get into it, and I can, without a shadow of a doubt, because.
You think white people are evil? Is that,
Well,
is that your premise?
Let me explain this better. Not white people, because my grandfather was white, right? He was from he was Spanish. So those people from Spain were once black. You ever heard of the Moors? Okay.
Not all of them, but yeah, the southern cities.
Yeah, because if you go to Mexico, I'm from Mexico originally, but my last name ends with the Spanish name, not a Mexican name.
Right.
So I am from Mexico, but my ancestors are really Moors, which Moors are tribe of Yahawada or Yehudi. You ever heard that?
Not necessarily, but yes, there's Moorish. Unless you can trace Moorish blood in your,
Oh, but how are you gonna do that? You're gonna do 23andMe? Go into that DNA website?
Yeah. I hear you, man. Okay, preach on. You just.
I'm just preaching here, and then it goes on YouTube.
All right. It's properly understood.
All right. Well,
You're not gonna demonstrate.
I'm a citizen, so. I thought you guys were shut down.
We are.
You are? So who is able to make war with the dragon? Who can make war with the United States? With NATO? With the EU? Yeah, I know this is a federal building. That's why I chose to speak out here, because it's a federal building and it's public building. And that's why it's important to know your laws, to know your history, to know your laws. Don't just come out there and start speaking and saying stupid things. Because according to the Public Act of the Public Speaking Act, I don't know if it's a Public Speaking Act, but there's a law saying that you can, as long as you're not defaming anybody's character, or that means lying, or defacing property, because you can gather on public property. This is public property. That's why he couldn't kick me out, and he had to run because he said I couldn't. I am demonstrating. I am protesting. Shows you how fucking stupid people are, man. Not very smart. But I thought I had a listener there, man. I gave him some. He didn't want to get into it because at the end of the day he would have been convinced. Alright, so now we're going to go on to verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking the great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. That's a time that's almost coming to an end. It continue on any longer. So let me go back to verse 4 because I was about to explain it. I don't know if I explained it or nothing, but I kind of got sidetracked. So and that's a good one too. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. So the dragon and the beast are interchangeable. Because the dragon is a military force and the beast is a monetary, is a money. You can't have money without a military. See, that's why he came up here, because he thought I was dumb. He might have thought I was stupid. Oh, look at that kid. Look at that dude. There's nothing wrong with what I'm fucking doing. I ain't doing nothing wrong. You know how many police officers passed by? One just passed by like 30 minutes ago. I didn't even notice his ass. And the reason why that guy didn't want to talk to me was because he worships the beast without a shadow of a doubt. Right? He said, "You think all white people are evil? You think all white people are evil?" And I told him, "No, let me explain it. Let me explain it to you better." Oh, not necessarily. All right, well, have a good day. Guess what, Stimpy? I'm out here every week. Right here, specifically out here, because this is a federal building which public has access to. I could just kick it out here, fucking drink a 40, right? But I don't do that. Alright, carrying on. Verse 5, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. So to carry on with his wicked agenda for a certain amount of time. Tell me the conquest of these people isn't a wicked agenda. Tell me that was done in righteousness. Well, so that was not done in righteousness, and I'm doing this in righteousness. But it's always something crazy. It looks like I'm doing crazy. What the fuck is demonstrating? I know what it means because I did a video on it. But that's what I would have asked him. The first part of that participle of that word is demon. I ain't no fucking demon.